G'day guys, today I'm going to be running you through a quick video on how I rig my skirted lures for the best success I've found for tuna to billfish. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so to quickly and easily rig these lures for the best chance of success, all you need is your favourite pusher. Excuse the dog barking in the background. Today for the purpose, we're going to be using this pen pusher made by Pakula. This is a limited edition and probably my favourite pusher I've got. You're going to need 1.8 metres of your favourite leader. Roughly 200 pound is what I'm going to use for the exercise of this. We're going to need light game trawling hooks. Okay, now I like the light game because the penetration on them is fantastic, while ultimate strength, and plus I only trawl with about 30 pounds, so 30 is about as heavy as I go, or 15 kilo line class. Majority of the time it's actually 10. And then we're going to need 3 little tiny aluminium crimps to suit the wire or monofilament size, and of course your crimping pliers. Now let's not babble on. What we first want to do is we first want to establish a double. Okay, now we want to line that up next to the pusher, okay, like this, and we want to make sure that our double is longer than from the tip of the skirt to the base of the head, which is just in there, okay, which is there. Now the reason we want it longer is because we can trim this back. We are going to thread our first crimp on there like that, okay? I've made a little kink in here just to make it a bit easier for me. So I've threaded my crimp on. I'm now going to thread my hook on, and excuse the kids in the background because they are definitely there, but that's okay. Now what we're going to do is that hook there falls into that V I made. Beautiful. Thread the mono through the crimps, and now we've created our double, okay, and with having that hook in that V, bring the crimp down as far as we can while the hook still remains free, right, like that. But we've made a tiny little loop, as you can see. Now, when we crimp these, don't crimp flat side like that, okay? You crimp from high side of each in your crimping pliers on the right size. Now, as you can see on those crimping pliers, I hope you can, we've got all the numbers down there. We look on here, okay, well we've got up to 2.8, so we're gonna go on the correct sleeve size there, which will be there. No, I'm going to go down one, bugger it. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to come in, we're going to leave a little bit exposed, crimp that right up there, come back down to the base here of the sleeve, and get that again. And now what you can see is we've got a crimped sleeve. What we're going to do now is we are going to measure the length from the base of that, so the hook is sitting just at the end of the skirt, like that, okay? We know that is going to be just there on the lure. What I want to do now is make a little tiny kink there, so I know where it is. Okay, that's where I'm going to be. I'm going to get my second crimp. I'm going to thread it down from the top. Right, so what I like to do, once we've got our second crimp on like that, we thread it down. I actually like to twist these bits of mono around them, okay? I'll just do that quickly. Okay, so it's going to look a little bit like that there. Okay, I know that's not going to show up well on the Osmo. The Osmo is not the best camera for this. Slide that crimp down. Down she comes. And over the top we go. Now the reason we're making this double is to hold the hook at the end of the skirt the whole time, okay? That's the reason. We go down, 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 down like this. As you can see, we've still got our twist in there. And once again, crimp. Just line your crimp up nicely. Crimp once. Nice and tight. Crimp twice. Nice and tight. Okay, and there we've got our hook set. Okay, we're going to trim this little tag end here. Just like that in our crimping pliers. They can be a bit difficult to do, but there we go. And now we are going to thread our skirt onto our leader. Straight up the center like that. And down she goes. And as you can see there, we've got the hook exposed perfectly at the bottom. All we're doing at the top, guys, this is as simple as this is going to get. through once, through twice like that. So we've just made a loop. We're going to pull that up just to make a nice little loop there at the top. You can use a thimble if you really want, but you don't need to. And then we're just going to crimp this off too. One crimp, two crimp, cut your leader, and there we have the end that you're going to hook your swivel onto, and away you go. And guys, that is how I rig my trolling lures for the best success. I've not had any of this break. I understand that people are going to do it differently. I get that. But that is just how I go about it. Hook size is going to be dependent on whatever you like. I like using 8/0s. That's just me. But as I said, you can use whatever hook size you like. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful, and we'll see you on the next one. See you later.